Now, Shinobu, she's the Insect Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps. She just stands out as one of the most distinct and memorable characters in the anime and manga series. She's known for that gentle smile of hers, with sharp intellect, funny wit, unwavering resolve, and her strong will. She also has an awesome and unique combat style that made her one of the fan favorites and a powerful symbol of resilience and complexity among the Hashiras. Rewatching Infinity Castle the other day, I just really have to do a tribute video to one of my favorite women characters of all time. Shinobu's backstory is rooted in tragedy, having lost her parents and later her beloved sister to the demons. This trauma shaped Shinobu's character, fueling her determination to protect her humanity and honor her sister's legacy. Along with her parents and her sister, almost all of her families and apprentices at the Butterfly Mansion were gone also. Despite that outwardly cheerful and polite demeanor, Shinobu harbors a deep seated hatred for the demons. She masks her pain with a constant smile, using kindness as both a shield and a weapon. This hatred is so strong that she has a near constant state of extreme anger, which was sensed by Tanjiro when the two had their conversation. And honestly, that moment was one of my favorite for her in the series. You really got to the root of her character in that moment. Really good writing. This dichotomy to her personality makes her an emotionally layered and somewhat compelling character in my eyes. What sets Shinobu apart from other Hashira and women characters in shonen is that indomitable will. Despite her physical limitations, because she's small and adorable, she lacks the raw strength to decapitate demons, but she doesn't let this hinder her effectiveness. Instead, she channels her intelligence, creativity, and scientific knowledge of insects and her breathing technique into developing her own fighting style. And that fighting style was on full display, going crazy in the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie against Doma. Such a good fight. Easily one of my favorite moments in Demon Slayer, next to Rengoku facing off against his guy when he fought. Her different techniques were really some of my favorites inside of the Demon Slayer series, and I just wanted to go over a few right here. Dance of the Bee Sting, True Flutter, dashes at the target at blinding speeds, and she uses her momentum of their speed to then strengthen a single thrust into their opponent and inject poison into them. Dance of the Horsefly, Enticing Slash, she leaps off a vertical surface and unleashes a dashing thrust before surrounding the opponent with numerous stabs like a horsefly, aiming to ingest large doses of poison at different vital areas. Dance of the Dragonfly, Compound Eye Hexagon, is a six-sided strike attack, with each user aims to strike and inject their target with multiple doses of poison at the target's weak spots, such as neck, heart, and torso, in order to kill them with large doses. And probably my favorite technique, Dance of the Centipede, Hundred-Legged Zigzag, is an attack in which the user can use their full speed to zigzag pattern that confuses their opponent in order to create an opening for them to directly stab their opponent in the neck and inject them with poison. The stab's force power being further enhanced by the momentum of their speed. Doma noted that the sheer speed of this technique is strong enough to destroy an entire wooden bridge. Now, that fighting technique that Shinobu has, I mentioned earlier, is unlike any other Hashira. Unable to behead demons, she instead uses a specifically crafted sword to inject Westeria-based poison, effectively killing demons through science rather than brute strength. And that's where her intelligence comes in. She's easily one of the smartest characters in the show. She doesn't use brute strength with her fights. She uses finesse, grace, and a little bit of misdirection to inject her opponents swiftly and safely. This innovative approach highlights her resourcefulness and intellect. Her agility and speed, combined with her mastery of poisons, makes her a formidable opponent, often catching demons off guard. Now, while Shinobu is driven by vengeance, she also embodies a deep compassion for others. That beautiful dichotomy adds rich layers to her character and really giving her depths I really haven't seen in a lot of other women characters. She upholds her sister's wishes for harmony between humans and demons, striving to find a way to reconcile her hatred with a desire for peace. The internal struggle adds depth to her character, revealing a woman who is both fierce and empathetic. Her interaction with other characters such as Kanao and Tanjiro further underscore her supportive and nurturing side. Her relentless pursuit of justice and her ability to endure personal suffering without losing her sense of purpose is exemplified in her extraordinary willpower. In her final battle in the Infinity Castle against Doma, she sadly gives every type of poison that she has injected into him, and it just wasn't enough. She sadly disappears and it gets absorbed into Doma, and just as her disciple Kanao arrives on the scene, she witnesses her master in peril and calls out to her. But in her final moments, she manages to signal her with a hand signal before Doma's hug tightens and he absorbs her finally. Sadly, Shinobu's back is broken and her arm goes limp and she drops her sword. Shinobu's presence in the Demon Slayer Corps is transformative. She inspires those around her, particularly her protege Kanao, to find her own strength and resolve during the events of the Infinity Castle. Shinobu's sacrifice was a noble and honorable one. She gave her life to give the information to Kanao and to Inosuke to give them enough to finish off Doma in the Infinity Castle. So her sacrifice wasn't in vain, and she was just an amazing character throughout Demon Slayer. Her unique perspective and methods push the boundaries of what it means to be a Hashira, proving that strength really comes in many other forms. Her sacrifice and ultimate fate serve as a poignant reminder of the cost of war and the importance of hope. Shinobu Kochi is a spectacular character to me, not just because of her combat prowess, but also due to the emotional complexity, the resilience, and the compassion that was written with her character. As the strong willed woman Hashira, she redefined heroism in Demon Slayer and in Shonen Jump as a woman character. She truly showed that true strength lies in the ability to endure, adapt, and remain compassionate, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Although she's gone, her legacy will truly continue to inspire both characters and fans alike if we ever get a continuation of Demon Slayer. So that's it for my analyzation of Shinobu as a character in Demon Slayer. Easily one of my favorite characters. I might have a Rengoku character analyzation coming out because I really like him also. He's awesome. Easily one of my favorite Hashira with the most charisma. But Shinobu, she had the most likable moments and also just a badass on screen every time she showed up. So yeah, that's it for me. Appreciate you listening this long. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications. I'll have a few more character analysis of Demon Slayer characters and some Black Clover characters and a few JJK characters with some Bleach characters coming up soon. So if you could follow me for some more anime analyzations. Till next time, we are out. YouTube. Thank you. Peace.